Oh, live just to go live. Oh, I love it when it does that. It just goes live. It's like three, two, one, and then it's live. Start every video with a smile. Oh, boy, boy, boy. I gotta go grab something. I gotta go grab some because if it's late at night. Look, I was doing live stream at like 11 a.m. in the morning. I skipped the gym. I'm on call, so I usually use this day to kind of rest because you don't know when it's coming. And yesterday it came after I got home, and today it came right before 8 p.m. So, we're back. We're back. We're back. What the world just happened? I think I'm back live. Some would say what just happened is a sign from God. I think I'm back live. Uh-oh, look at that. Look at that. So we can hear on here. That's why I always get this to make sure to know where I'm at. Some would say what just happened is a sign. All right, so we're back. That is really weird. Uh, so what I was just saying, some will say what just happened is a sign from God. Uh, I'm listening still for outside what's going on. I'm listening. But we're live. We're live. There's some action is happening outside. And like the live stream, the phone reset itself doing this. So basically, what happened was, okay, so I'm going live, and I don't know, something happened. The phone just started resetting itself, and the moment it did it, there's gunshots outside. It's like da 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 da, and then like a moment ago, I heard sirens. I'm like, ain't no way the cops got here that quick unless it's the cops shooting. And it's I mean, I'm not going outside. I'm not a nosy neighbor. If it was my direct neighbors, they scream and holler, I probably get that world famous M4 out, then go outside. But if it's cops involved, hell no, they shoot me. Shit, hell no, I ain't trying to get shot. But that was interesting. That was interesting. I'm trying to go live on a video, and the stream shuts down as I'm moving around, and there's gunshots. So it's interesting. What even subject was I talking about? Where was I at on my whole, rant that I was gonna go on talk about? So, but yeah, this is sacrilegious, by the way. I got a cowboy hat on with a Seattle Seahawk jersey because I wanted to wear a jersey with a hat today. I don't have a cowboy jersey. I got cowboy hats, don't have a jersey. What is what it is. Um, well, like I said, I use the word all the time. I usually would make these videos when I'm at the gym. I didn't go in to work out today. I'm on call, so I have to wait and see what's going to happen. Usually, I take this time to kind of rest and recuperate, eat decent. I was going as long as possible without eating. I drunk a sea moss smoothie that I made, and then a couple hours later, I ate a protein with some uh, it was onions and cherry tomatoes. So then all of a sudden, I had to go do what I had to do. I had to go to work. I had to activate, activate. But what I really want to talk about is the manifestation. On my playlist, one of the things that I'm sharing is something that I go through on a regular basis. I do morning meditation. I'm taking words out of my vocabulary. Blessed means be less. How they're getting us here and tricking us here is they're manipulating us with word vibrations. You will say good morning. Morning is morning. You're mourning. You're in sad. You're in mourning. But we say good morning. Hello. Hell is low. Be blessed. Be less. And I know people are going to say, oh man, that's just such and such. No, it's not. It's vibration. You know, if you believe your God spoke into existence the world, I guarantee he didn't trick himself or his or her or whatever that being is, didn't trick itself and say, well, I could just say anything. No, it said what it needed to say to manifest what it needed to manifest. And that's what I'm actually talking about. So you have to say the right vibrations, and that's what they're tricking us here. They're deceiving us with word vibrations, word energy. So I've learned these magical words. I've learned these words that I say now, and I'm testing the vibrations of them before I tell other people. But one of them I learned from Billy Carlson. You know, Billy Carlson did a very good series on. I actually recorded the words, learned how to say the words, and then say it in certain chants and mantras for myself with interesting results, very interesting results. If you're looking, if you say if you say the word, it's one of the words is health, no, wealth, and say you say the word wealth 25 times. Uh, Football is a crime, is highly traumatizing sport. It's a gladiator sport. But yeah, say if you're saying the word, you typically will not get the result that you mentally think. To get the result that you really want, first you have to truly, really want it, truly, totally be focused in it, totally unconnected to it. That's another thing, unconnected to it. You have to let it go. You have to say you want it. It's just like a guy says, and we're talking about a guy, a man who sees a pretty woman says, I like that pretty woman, she needs to come and talk to me. And then he goes and keeps focused on what he does, and she comes and talks to him. I've actually did that before. I actually did it at a mall one time I was working at. And I mentally watched this woman leave who talked. She was friendly to me. She talked to me. And I kept saying in my mind, she needs to come back and talk to me. She needs to come back and talk to me. It was funny. She got in her car, drove off, and came back and talked to me. It was crazy. Now, this is another thing. Be careful what you ask for, because obviously she wasn't the woman for me. That relationship, man, just really kind of went and kind of dissolved. Obviously, I'm married to a totally different person now, but it's interesting. I remember manifesting that, and it's your focus. And I've had certain events have happened to me, so I've paid attention. But this thing, this whole word manifestation in putting the understanding you are a co-creator. So right now I'm ticking off a lot of so-called Bible thumper Christian people, trying to get them to explain Psalms 82 and 6, because it hurts their ego and their mind when I say ye, it says ye are gods, ye are all children of the Most High. Um, because they in their minds can't accept the fact they are the divine, they are part of the divine, they are the divine. They're just an aspect existing with free will. That's what your free will everything is. You are an aspect of the creator. Yes, you are not the creator. You know, you are a co-creator, and it's hard for these beings to wrap their mind around it. But they sit up there and complain all the time about rich and wealthy people controlling the world. You know, oh, you know, they Bill Gates, they give power to all these people, to Elon, to Bill Gates, to Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos. These people put on their clothes the same way you do. They have to breathe air. Now, it has been interesting. You've seen what Mark Zuckerberg kind of looks weird now. Looks, and he even made a statement talking about it. He kind of slips it, you know, if he was a human when he was a human. Like, oh no, I am human. It's like, you don't know if he's playing or whatever, but if he is, you don't know. What it doesn't matter. You are co-creating here. I am co-creating here. We are co-creating here. Ye are the children of the Most High. You are a co-creator. And I really, it don't matter what you think. It's what I think. It's what I believe. It's what I do. So as I manifest and get the goals and set the goals that I want to accomplish, and I get to those goals, and people are looking, well, how did you get there? Or he must be with the Illuminati now, or he must be doing some such a sort. Or some people say, well, he did this, and I'm like showing you what I do the whole time. I'm not hiding anything. I put it in my videos. I put links to the stuff that I watch. But the problem here is people are being tricked by the words. They're tricking their own minds. You've been assimilated and taught a certain mindset, and that's what you're living off of. And that's what you're going off of over and over and over. I wonder if I turn this light off. That ain't too much. That's what you're going off over and over again. It's that mindset. Like I said, I watched the video. Well, I didn't watch. I listened to a video because that's what I do. I really just listen to these YouTube videos because I'm not. It's nothing on the real screen really showing anything. It's just really talking to you and telling you. And it was 30 minutes, and it was one of the best ones explaining how you're co-creator, how you're actually a part of this whole thing here, and the only thing that matters is what you think. And you got to be careful because if you crazy, you're gonna think crazy. If you're just balanced and harmonious with the universe is balanced and harmonious with you. What you seek, you shall get. And that could be anything. See, that's another thing. Um, if you seek a pink poodle, you will find a pink poodle. You will eventually see a pink poodle. If you every day leave the house and say, hey, traffic is getting worse, traffic will get worse. It's gonna give you what you focus on and you put the most energy to. Because and with those things, you're not thinking about that all day. You are gonna let that thought go away, and that's how it's gonna manifest. Because you're gonna disconnect for that thought. That thought's gonna it's gonna cook. It's gonna manifest in the universe. It's gonna come back and give you what you're thinking. Now, would it give you exactly what it? No, it's not going to give you. Okay, like I said, you'll see a pink poodle sooner or later, but you might see a regular poodle first. You might see a labradoodle first. You know what I'm saying? But sooner or later, the more you manifest on there, you're going to get what you desire out of. The universe is testing you. Your higher self, or what you truly are, is testing to see if this is what you want. And the reason why I think the reason why it's a time delay here, because this is very careful how I say this. It's like if I say I want the heat of the sun, dude. If you're manifesting like that, you just killed yourself. I mean, unless you told yourself before that the heat of the sun cannot destroy you, and you manifested that first, but you at least destroyed your house and your community and maybe killed some people around you. So the universe, the more focus, the universe is not an idiot. It's not stupid. It's very aware of what's going on, and it understands that everybody, all these other beings that are sentient, are co-creators too. So they're co-creating around you. So it cannot totally, just force into their reality without their permission. That's why, in a lot of times, people you see when they tell you secretly what they're doing. Like these parties, these political parties, oh, we're going to do this, and oh, we're going to do this, and this is our agenda. They're telling you their agenda. Now, they'll stop talking about stuff and then focus on something else, but they're running that agenda. That's a program running in the background. That program is constantly running in the background. But their agenda is there. They've got to tell you the truth to get you as a co-creator on their wavelength, on board with them moving that direction, and it helps their agenda because the more co-creators they have, the faster their agenda is manifested, and that's how it works here. That's why, the three main, I guess, the three main religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, are so powerful because they have so many co-creators working behind the scenes for them. Those programs are constantly working in the background of everyday life. I mean, it's working. And I mean, this is how you know it's working. Cause the world ain't fell apart. Everybody keeps on talking about we're in the end times, and I just like how Billy Carson said. I mean, Ralph don't really. He's not doom and gloom. Ralph Smart. He's not doom and gloom. He says, yeah, we're in the end times, but the end times just being a new beginning. It's a time of change. Billy Carson's like, yeah, we're in the end times. Like the old age is going, and we're slowly creeping back into a golden age of technology and awareness and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I go with stuff. And I had this manifestation, this thought earlier. If you are not on the same page with me, understanding you're a co-creator, that ye are the children of the Most High, meaning that you are a God, you are a child, and you try to fight against that and you don't want to deal with that, then you go your way and I go mine. Simple as that, But the moment people you tell that, and this is what I'm accepting, they try to force themselves in your reality or put you on a guilt trip, that's really a confirmation for you to know that you're on the right path. And if you fall for the trick and say, well, okay, and I can, what it says, we can agree to disagree. Bullshit. Like I told brother Frank the other day, he sent a message talking about keep your so-called friends close and your enemies close. I said, hell no. I do not have so-called friends. If you are so-called friends, I'm getting you away from me. And the moment you appear to be an enemy to me, my objective agenda is to annihilate you, to get you, to really destroy you, to get you totally away from me. You know what I'm saying? The moment you do that, and the moment I can, I will. The moment I can legally annihilate you from my existence, I ain't gonna lie, I will. That's just like, man, if I was supreme deity tomorrow, man, I talking to Dr. D. I was telling him if I was a supreme deity tomorrow, like 90% of the planet would be gone. And because that's sad that I'm even thinking like that because of all the frustration, what you're going to. But then he made this very brilliant point. He said, why don't you just, build a council and just make the 90% have to deal with themselves or people you have the power to make people focus in on what they're doing. And I'm like, see, I was thinking destroy, destroy, destroy. And he was like, why don't you just use that power to like flip it on them? Make them aware or make them accountable for their actions or something. How he said it like that. Like I told him that we're working on full hats. We got like 50 some videos. It's 27 subscribers. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but fortunately, we only need, let's think positive, we only need 23 more people to go to full hats and click subscribe. And at that point, man, we be having these hour-long conversations. And I keep telling it, dude, this is like video gold. Yeah, it'll take a minute before people start listening, but this mindset is millions and millions of people who think like this, who are waiting to hear these things, waiting to hear how these things are thought out and what people are thinking. They're waiting, dude. It's like Billy Carlson had Terrence Howard on there the other day. Yeah, it started out as 100 and some thousand on the first, but that's 100 and some thousand people were watching it. Some people are scared of the change. But change is inevitable. Change is the constant here. Some people are scared of it. Some people don't want to go through it. No, my religion is right. Even though your religion is killing millions and millions of people across the world and subjugating this person or my ism or my transism, different things. I'm about to do my blood pressure. is correct. Uh, Another one I was listening to was Kendra G had the person said she was a female, but everybody in the chat kept on saying that's a dude, and she was looking for. It was funny because the words she kept using. She said she was looking for a tall NBA player, six figures, but she really meant say because Kendra's like, no, NBA and NFL make seven figures. She was making looking for a seven-figure person, and of course, she was I would say she. I don't know what this person is. It identified itself as a woman, so I just it is what it is. But I was just funny that, in the immortal words of the great Kevin Samuels, she was not fit, feminine, friendly. Whatever it was, or whatever woman it is, a thick woman, but it's the wording again. It's the wording. Uh, I probably need to be quiet while I'm doing this. Shh, talking around. I just feel weird right now. I'm about to get my monitor back for the one that goes on your arm for no, that ain't bad. Look at that. That ain't bad. 136 over 78. Slightly elevated. Heart rate's at 84. We'll leave this on in a minute. We're gonna push it again in a minute. Um and get my Libre back so we can check my sugar on a constant basis for the next what was it, 14 days? I think it was 14 days. Yeah, 14 days it does it. So man, those things are 35. Wolf Insurance, those things are $35 each. So I mean, uh, or you pricking your finger, shit, that pricking your finger gets old quick. Hell, I could just prick anywhere and get some blood and be better than just constantly pricking my finger every day. Lord, man, God, man. But yeah, we're gonna focus on that. Get that. I mean, I just got to do it. I need to be focused on something. But um, like I said, that person on the Kendra G show was wanted a seven-figure guy, tall, of course in shape, making money. She lives in Miami, where the person don't have to really, live there. She's no kids, never been married, 34 years old, and was age range was 21 to like 40. I was like, look, this is the beauty of your free will. Just listen to me very carefully. This is the beauty of having free will. You can say and almost basically do anything. That's the beauty of Psalms 82 and 6. Is really you're God's. Ye have free will. You have been given God-like powers, dominion over other things or knowledge of other things, and you have free will. You have God's will. And you can ask and basically damn near do anything. Now there's consequences. You go rob a bank, there's a consequence. They're gonna want that money. They're gonna want your life for that money. You can go sell drugs. You might make good money, but if they catch you and you slip, they're gonna want your life for that. You can go play football and you better be good, or you can get hurt, or you could have a Tom Brady career. It's free will. You have options. You have eternal options here. And I mean, some people are born can't use their bodies, the lower bodies. Now they're doing head transplants. There's options are coming. I was talking with I almost told you what my job is. I was talking to my customer. I'll say that I'm a plumber. I was talking to my customer, and I was saying they were talking about how traffic is outside. How crazy it's a Saturday, of course. It's crazy. And I was like, we're gonna be automated cars. Trump is not putting Elon Musk in a position of power, and he just unleashed iRobot. Come on, y'all didn't see that? You didn't see iRobot? Go watch the movie iRobot, and then go watch his presentation. It was the same. The robots were similar to iRobot, Sunny and iRobot. The transport vehicles were similar to the cleanup transport vehicles. What else was what it was one other thing was like the exact same. It was Simps. Come on. It was right on point. iRobot to what was that? The Chris Pratt movie Passenger. I think that was Chris Pratt and I forget the other girl's name. She played in the X-Men movies, the newer X-Men movies. She played Mystique. Forget her name. Jennifer Lawrence. I think it's Jennifer Lawrence. Remember the bartender was a robot. I remember Chris Pratt was just talking away to him till he looked over that counter and says, "Okay, your top half look like a human, your body half is a machine. It's a robot." What I was saying is, in about 10 years, people are not going to be driving. It's there, people. It's like my work van has control apparatus. It won't let it'll if you don't put on your signals, it ain't just gonna easily let you go into the next lane. If another vehicle uh stops real fast in front of you, it'll alerts like crazy, and it will apply brakes. It is doing everything it can to keep an accident from happening. One of the biggest ones is I had a flat tire on the interstate. I was coming around a major curve on the interstate, and the tire blew out, and I lost all power. Like it would only like let me slowly move over. I was hitting the gas, you could hear the gas going, but it was like it was unable. But I turned off the button for the traction control, and it allowed me to. I drove the vehicle slow. I just had to get out of there. I didn't want to be trapped on the interstate, on a thing, and I'd rather mess up the rim than get killed. So I just slowly got off and went to where I was going. But that's what I'm talking about, and that's what I'm trying to say, people. I was telling them it's like you're not even going to be cooking in the kitchen. Your companion bot is going to be cooking in the kitchen, and that's a slippery slope within itself because like Billy Carson said a lot. He says our predecessors before who were hominid but wasn't Homo sapiens, but was a different before us, were probably more spiritually aware here. So we're not spiritually aware. We're religious here. We're zealots in a sense. We're zealots here. You go to church and you're praying to this being, and you thinking, oh, you got this blessing because you got your income taxes back. But if you didn't file income taxes and then get HR blocked to find those little loopholes, you wouldn't have got 12,000 back. Let me go file taxes and get 12,000 back. Like I pray to God before and I go file tax and get 12,000 back. That's a miracle. That's a miracle for a lot of single people who don't file joint or whatever. They don't get back like that. People who have assets or children or things to claim get stuff back, but single people get destroyed. My friend, just before I got on here, was talking about Mr. John was talking about he thinks he pays 16,000 in taxes. Now he's in a state that has a state tax and he pays federal tax, and then the FICA and the Social Security and stuff like that. But 16,000, and I ain't trying to tell his business, but I know he don't make 100. So 16,000. And we were talking about, what Trump said he was going to do, tariff these other countries or tariff these businesses, and maybe eliminate the income tax, the federal income tax, which remember that came about, I think, after Roosevelt. It hadn't been here the whole time. And from what I understand, going back to 861A, it was only supposed to be around 10 years and then dissolved. But, money. People want to keep that money coming. Uh, So, man, it's we're co-creators here. Ye are gods, ye are all children of the Most High. Psalms 82 and 6. And I don't care what Bible you look it up to in, it's all pushing the same agenda. Dr. D tried to send me some, dude. It didn't make no when I'm confused looking at stuff, it makes no sense to me. Make it simple. Make it sound simple. Explain. But I like what Ralph Smart said. Those beings who are saying they're gods, they're just beings with higher technology. It's just like if I can get to say Alpha Centauri, that's That's always been the planet out there. And Alpha Centauri has hominid life. They're humanoid life like us. All right, similar to us, don't speak like us, but they're humanoid. And I'm 6'5", and say their males are 4 feet tall. Their females are 3'5". Yeah, 3 foot 3.5 feet tall. They're not athletic. They're normal. But I'm built. Say I'm built and muscular. Go there, and I got weaponry. I got technology. We're say 10 years more advanced than what we are now. And I go there, and they're basically in their stone age. At least I am a higher being that they can't comprehend. At least I'm a higher being. And if they have their worship gene activated, sooner or later I get deified. I get placed in a godlike level. And that's what he talks about. That's why Billy talks always talk about deifying people in cargo codes, cargo cults. And that's why I listen to these people, man. They're making sense. They're making sense. They're breaking stuff down. It's just people's ego don't want to deal with it. We're going to press the blood pressure machine one more time. And I'm going to do a breathing technique. I did it in the doctor's office, but watch what I do. I look at just as much as YouTube as anybody else is looking at YouTube. Hey, man, there's been people on here with me the whole time. You know what I'm going to ask you? Can you please give a like? Can you please like, give a thank you. Hey, give one like, please. Be nice if you give $10. Calm down. No, we ain't there yet. But this is a breathing tech. I learned. I look at a lot of different videos like everybody else. But watch this. So watch this breathing tech thing I'm gonna do. We've hit it. Basically, breathe in as much as you can. Then at the last second, get a little bit more air, and then slowly breathe out your mouth. Look at that. Remember, 10 minutes ago it was 128 over what was it, 84 or 78? 128 over 78. Now it's 125 over 69, and the heart rate is at 70. It was at 84. That is, man, that's probably one of the few techniques I've learned off the internet that actually works. And I got to do it in my doctor's office. Look, I'm telling you, that's a beautiful technique to do. Uh, if you're at your dentist office, anytime you're getting any kind of procedure or something, because if your blood pressure is too high, a lot of times they don't want to deal with you on stuff. They don't want to treat you or do stuff. But that's an awesome technique. You just watch this. I'm gonna do it again. It's very simple. You breathe in as much as you can. Now you do a little breath first. Maybe like 10 times, 5 times, 10 times. And then breathe in as much as you can, and then take a little quick breath at the end, and then it decompresses you. It's a decompression. I mean, maybe this is a diving trick. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna check my blood pressure again, but that was pretty awesome. I know I did that on camera, so if you're watching this video, so now from the beginning, you would have saw that trick work. it lowered my blood pressure. Well, it actually worked. Lowered the blood pressure. So look, we've been on here for almost 35 minutes. I think everybody who's been listening to me, I just had to get in. This is part of my healing journey, part of my therapy. I got to make sure I talk at least once a week. I gotta get, like Ralph Smart say, get into the heart of nature. I am doing a transformation, but I have to admit, I can do the workout, I can do the walking, but I gotta cheat. Not on my wife, in case you're watching my wife. No, I got to, I got to do the therapy package. It is the 16th or 17th now, so it's getting close to Dr. Sabi's birthday month is this month. I think his birthday is on the 26th. Uh, and they might do that half off. And if they do, I got to come up with the money. That's why when there's overtime, I told my wife there's overtime. I wanted to go to the Big 12 game, and my wife's like, no. She was like, "We got too much stuff to do. We gotta spend money where it's and it's Christmas time, and I don't really got any." It would have been awesome if she's here. I can go with her because it's a new experience. Everything's gonna be a new experience for her, and that's the beauty of who this person is and how blessed I am to be with her. It's a new experience, but I really need that. I like two packages in a row, two therapies in a row, uh, and yeah. Wow, this thing is that's interesting. I'm like way ahead. But that being said, look, we're 36 minutes in. We did our talk for the day. Uh, we're now gonna call my wife. It's a 6 hour difference now, so I'm gonna call her. She should be getting ready for church, and I'm gonna get ready to go to sleep. Get ready to sleep, sleep, sleep. It's got to be close to 1. So that being said, it's a nice little therapy moment. I shared something very good in the breathing technique that I learned, and I wish everyone peace, health, wealth. Give gratitude always, and I leave you with the world famous smile.